Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, JJ, the Prince of Peace. I'm out here with my crown chakra on. I realized something that I already knew, which is that I've realized it, and it came to my understanding, is that when you're operating on a higher level of awareness, and specifically talking about the crown chakra, which is the highest basic chakra or level of awareness to have, right? Or just to be aware of on that level. I realized that being on that level of awareness is kind of dangerous because of the fact that it's almost like I'm a threat to the existence of humanity, because when I'm in that level of awareness, my lower chakras, or the being operating on a lower chakra, is kind of feeling like they're being threat. They're being seeming like I'm the threat. I'm not. Because I realize it's not about being a threat to humanity. I'm not. It's a simple matter that how conscious I am and evolve in that level, being at the crown chakra, right? Because I'm rubbing my hair and I have the connection to the source or the creator. Kind of sound a little off how I'm saying it around people, but only because in that absolute state, being at your higher self, it's like a threat to the lower self's existence. And I'm like, while I'm walking around in this high level of consciousness, my root chakra is kind of being, it's being, how you say, it's being, yeah, I know what I'm about to say. You gotta know what I'm about to say. Like, you gotta be grounded while you're doing it. You gotta be grounded or centered while you're operating on your higher self. But in actuality, I can do all of those. I can be in all of those states, all chakras and all levels of awareness at the same time, and also individually expressing my consciousness through those levels of awareness. So I must be by myself at this level of awareness, because the fact of the matter is, right, boom, become so consciously aware, and it's almost like it's a threat to their existence. Anybody that's operating on a lower level of being or nature or consciousness, right? Yeah, I know I'm right. I could talk about a lot of stuff, but in this particular video I want to talk about, it's just a simple matter. Walking around in society, in an environment where everyone is at, you're at your highest self, and I do a head nod, and immediately, right, they're operating on a lower fear-based level, which is the solar plexus, dealing with the illusion of fear. Remember, I said fear is not real. It's an illusion. It's not real. And what it does is you in that state, in that level of awareness too long, in the solar plexus fear, you create negative reality. You create negative effects, consequences. I just see a lot of people dropping stuff and flawless, how you say it? Messing up. I can show you. I'm gonna do like this. You can see that. I'm looking dark as hell, but this people, it's bright outside. I'm in the shade. And even when I do the head nod at that high level of consciousness, in the crown chakra, right? Most people don't do the head nod back. And knowing that, I realize also, I know they're not where I'm at. That's why I can say and talk to people and know where they're at mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally by looking or coming in contact with them or even hearing what they say. And most of the stuff people are saying, I don't resonate with. It's not at that level where I'm at. And it sounds like nonsense. It sounds negative. It doesn't sound in tune or aligned with their true vibration or the vibration of true vibration. And speaking on these things hurts me, and I'm not really doing anything. Me being an empath, when I'm in my higher awareness, in my higher self, I'm getting hurt from things that don't even need to be hurting me because I know I'm not doing anything wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like I actually feel pain from other people. Me being an empath, I know how to use my energy and know where energy is coming from. So innately, people in my environment is hurting me energetically, and this is an energetic time to do things. The age of Aquarius, like I posted on Facebook, if you check that out on my story, but I'm gonna re-upload it. I think I put it on my feed or something too. It was in my story. I'm gonna re-upload it as soon as time, or if you guys want to see it, I do that too. It's like a long page, like with like a lot of stuff, consciousness, the age of Aquarius, to give the information, a lot of good stuff that I put on there. And everybody is not, most people aren't at that level of awareness yet. So I know I can speak on a lot of things, but not at this time, in this place. So that's why I do most of my work in my room. I'm by myself, and I'm around my own space while I do the work that I do, say the things that I know and have experience. I can't talk about everything. Like in the movie Chronicle, the dude got mad. His cousin got mad at his cousin, basically the white boy, got mad at the white boy because he used his power angrily and ignorantly, not knowing the consequences of what he did. Because when he put somebody in the hospital because, I'm just a spoiler alert, sorry about that. But he used his powers negatively, and eventually he had a downfall, and he fell short, and he died because of that. And what he said while they were standing outside, and he was like, "Do you know what you just did, Andrew? You just put somebody in the hospital. Do you feel any sort of way about that?" He says, "I don't know." And then, and the movie is telling you, the dude said in the movie too, he said, we got to create rules because we're getting stronger. And the rules were 3 rules. Don't use them in public. Don't use them while you're angry. Don't talk about it with people in the public. Dealing with telekinesis and extrasensory perception, higher levels of awareness in this case, or knowledge, or enlightening conversation. Yeah, that's why I like to have one-on-one with people. I don't like to talk about it with groups of people that don't really see the same thing the way I'm saying it. Like, it doesn't resonate with everybody. What I say is, when I say some things that are truly absolute, in the ways in alignment, in the true alignment of the higher nature, the higher in the higher levels, and speaking on higher level things, because I've always went on to the next level shit. And at the same time, I'm supposed to enjoy my gifts and use them to bring happiness or positive outcomes for people. To use them in a positive manner, bring about change, to allow people to enjoy my gifts, to allow people to enjoy my gifts as I use them joyfully. Expressing that power, but in a joyful manner to create the change that is necessary. Not to use them in a negative way or to use them egotistically or to boastfully use them in a boastful manner, but simply change in a good way. And when I demonstrate my power to try to, I don't really get a chance. I just do it when when I want to, and then people sort of see what I do and keep it moving because they don't really understand what I'm doing. Most people are afraid of that, and they fear the unknown, and that's the reason. That's where most humanity, society is at. So I don't use my powers negatively. I don't use them to influence negative things. But I'm aware that there are negative forces that influence humanity and myself. But I have a strong mind, strong will, and divine will and intent to do the right thing always. Because I'm aware of karma, and I have good karma. So I won't let anything come into the way of that. It's not going to happen. And also, when I speak on another thing, at this level of awareness, you'd have to be speaking from the divine expression, or the entity, the being that's guiding or speaking through you, which is a higher power. In a sense, my higher power, my highest self that I've known when I came back to life and I crossed the veil and seen my highest self and the true absolute truth. The supreme and absolute truth, and I've seen that. And I'm not lying about anything I say. It's truly authentic and true. I'm not lying about anything I say. Because I know when you lie, it creates more confusion and more problems. And negative things create negative results. Positive change creates positive thoughts create positivity changes and moves things. You're positive, you're forward, you're straight to the point, good energy. And in my fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, the level of awareness in that place, that creates a ripple effect that affects everyone in the whole universe and beyond. Because it's a ripple effect that affects everybody. You know what I'm saying? My hand went like this and it affected everybody. It affects everyone. Love creates a change on a phenomenal level. And compassion. Yes, there's not enough of that in this world. So when I'm in that state, I expect, mentally I expect people to be aware of it and hold in space and be aware of that place, that center. To hold it. But it doesn't last long in some cases. So when I level up and go into the throat chakra and then the third eye and then the crown chakra, right? Those higher levels, 3 higher levels of awareness, that's when the God on earth speaks to man that haven't realized that they are also too God. I don't want to say the word God because people have different ideology and thinking. I'm just going to say your higher self, your highest nature, your true self, being aligned with your higher self and the higher energy within this realm, which you can tap into spiritually and mentally to bring forth change on a physical level that's benefiting humanity. And we are responsible for the planet. God is not going to do anything about it because he can just watch. I'm just going to say he, just for short, so I don't get anything confused. I don't want to go on and say he, God is a man, God is a woman, God is neither, God is both. I'm not going to go there. The supreme and absolute creator, or the supreme and absolute Godhead. That's what I'm going to say with that one. The Godhead is when you're at your higher level of awareness. The crown chakra, the third eye, your solar, your throat chakra. Because the Godhead is the top of the pyramid. Damn. I don't know. Look, let me see. You gotta know. I don't want to hold them and try to be like, I do know, But in actuality, I don't know for sure, accurately enough to go straight to the point with that, to tell him where exactly it is, 42nd and 8th Street. Knowing that I take my time to go there, but I'm making a video right now. So he has to find out for himself and figure it out. I'm not being negative or mean about it, or hateful, no. It's just that he got to go somewhere that catches bus and say good words at the end of that and say, hopefully you catch the bus, you're going to make it, you know. Mentally, people aren't really there where I'm at, and I'm not saying they're better or I'm worse or I'm better than they're worse. I'm not saying that. Simple fact that I can lift you up when I'm up, but don't pull me down when you're down. Because I know I can stay up all night, all day, 24/7, and I have compassion and I'm careful about what I say and what I do. But I can raise people up. I can raise people up mentally, physically, and emotionally, spiritually. Physically, people have to handle that with themselves. There's a situation of things they have to do, like financial wise. I can kind of help people. At the same time, if they don't have compassion for it, if I don't feel anything energetically to reciprocate with it, I'm not going to do it most likely. Absolutely, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to help. Because some people, they just like to want and take from you, and I'm not with that. So, also animals. All living beings, natural animals. I don't want to say animals. I want to say living. I want to say birds. Okay, you can get specific with it, like different kind of birds and then different kind of animals. They're all in tune with nature. But when they're out of their natural state, they get sick, like a tiger that's in a zoo, and they talk about the tiger is sick, and he has to be quarantined. Motherfucker, the tiger is sick because you took him out of his natural state of environment, his natural environment, the natural state of where the tiger most thrives at. You put him in an environment that brings him down, like the systems for humanity, they're going to be always down until the tiger has, has the opportunity to seek freedom and go back into the wilderness, the nature. But that's common sense for me. And I'm not saying anything egotistically. Matter of fact, I'm fucking extraordinary with no ego. I've done extraordinary things, and it's recorded on YouTube. As far as levitation, that's the time and place for that. As far as like the energy paradigm shift taking place, I came back in time, forward in time, future to the past. I mean, time travel is real. Obviously, I know. Most people don't really want to go there. They just say, "Oh, you can't time travel. It's impossible." When I came from a place where I've known before I even went there, anything is possible. But when I went there, beyond the veil, I truly realized anything is possible. And coming back here, I could do anything I freaking want. And it's awesome. I'm not using the information and knowledge negatively. I'm doing it to share and inspire people, motivate people by what I do or what I say. And I do that. And you would be surprised how much people I've affected or changed beneficially, positively. I've helped people. Most, with everyone else they've helped and helped everybody. It's a cycle. It's a cycle of life. Like what goes around comes around. You help somebody, they can help the next person and help the next person and go on and on from there. But it should always be like that, and it is. It's always an exchange or reciprocal nature of life and spiritual exchange. I don't want to talk too much. I gotta fuel my body with something as I go on with it. Operating on this high level of awareness you kind of have to dumb yourself down, but at the same time, you have a choice. You can choose to come down to somebody and talk to them about something that they request, if they want to talk about, if they ask something from you, of you, to ask something of you, you can help them out. I don't need to come down. I come down on my own time from this high level of awareness. It's not even about coming down. It's actually at the same time they're all simultaneously here. Like 7 chakras, you can tap into all of them at the same time, or you could be in one and the other at the same time, or you could be in one at one time. Multiple times at once, so you're multidimensional, and there's multiple planes of existence simultaneously here, but most people don't really know that. So as the truth is revealed more and more, there's different levels of the truth in this world, but it's always the supreme and absolute truth that will always point the direction to you got a cop car. Point the direction to the light. I've got some insight on like heaven, but I want to talk about that later with more insight and knowledge about it when I get the chance. Yeah, I'd have to see before the cop car came, I spoke about coming down into the lower levels of awareness, but I don't need to come down. Still, something threatens my existence because I know when I'm in this state of awareness, the highest level there is, the human being could possibly have and be in, state of being, they threaten me to come down, so all I got to do is just walk away from that environment, that energy. You know, like from my root chakra, like I spoke about. When you're in your root chakra, dealing with survival and security and being safe. And if something is agitating your root chakra, you got to leave the premises because something is threatening your existence, something is threatening your life being here, and you're not even doing anything. So it's also telling you while you're being an empath, you got to be aware that there's intervention, energy that people have to be aware of. Like, all right, I'm gonna say something else after I say this. I mean, you get what I'm saying. You don't want to be in your root chakra too long. It's a natural thing, but it's just that when your root chakra is being threatened, being agitated, it's telling you something in your environment is hostile. It's not safe, so you have to leave. You have to walk away. You have to move away from that area. And right now, it's being a little bit agitated because I'm speaking on certain things at this high level of being. What I'm talking about now is intelligence, is divine information that people don't feel safe about just talking about it. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not talking negative. But is that what they want? Just to be comfortable in this low level of existence? It's not what I want, so I do what I want. I say what I want, knowing the consequences that come about it. I also want to say, after, I was going to say something after, but I lost the train of thought. It happens when people around you, like when they, I can explain, it's a different kind of explaining. Yeah. I'm not with those soon. Turn the video off soon. But at that moment when I stopped talking, my heart chakra opened up. And then, like I said, it creates a ripple effect. So, things in the environment everywhere almost seeming like at the same time as I felt it, everyone else felt it. And that's that calm storm, the calmness after the storm, or the eye of the tornado, the calmness, the peace, compassion, the vibe, the good vibe. And it gets quiet, but then when it comes back and some other stuff, it does what it does there. And that's it. That's being aware on the level of awareness, knowing how to use it. Because love doesn't hurt you. When you're not in love with your true self, when you're not in love with yourself, it hurts you. When you're out of alignment with your true self, it hurts you. But only to it hurts you to teach you that, and show you you have to become aligned again. Become aligned into your higher self. So now I must go. Thank y'all for listening to this video. I was going to talk about something else, but I'll talk about it when I get back in the crib. When the time comes, I'll talk about some more stuff. And that, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Peace. One.